Sit down, bitch, while you wanna talk shit. Leave it up to me, I will never ever switch. Game got broke, I'll be looking like a glitch. Get my bread right, I'll be clean like a grinch. Looking on my crucifix, I got a bitch bewitched. I'm directing how I'm feeling, they be mad cause I'm rich internally. Don't you try to act like you ain't never even heard of me. I do this shit with urgency, nigga. How could you believe that you could ever come and murder me? A Schwetzel off the cuff and ain't the thing that you deserve from me. I'm moving with the certainty, so fucking it ain't hurting me. I'll pin my picture perfectly from now until eternity. Kicking shit just like a university. I'ma give out everything I want and it's deservedly upgraded. I'ma bring my head and break commercially. You won't die eventually, I'll live so eternally. Back in this bitch, do you answer this courtesy? Looking at my past, you probably think I'm living cursively. I don't need a spell, yeah, I can break the curse wordlessly. Bring it after he because I'm so infernally. Wonder how I'm blessed, cause I do this shit with courtesy. Talking to the spirits, now I'm universally. Use me as a vessel just to suffer inadvertently. I made it through the maze, bitch, I'm the greatest with adversity. Schwetzel on the ass like fraternities. I ain't fucking with my flow, I do this shit so earnestly. Bitch, I got conviction, I be working so determinedly. I ain't never stopping, how I do this shit so dirtily. Damn, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I just woke up, 500 in my hand. Bitch, stop playing, why you wanna act so flirtily? Schwetzel off the cuff and I'ma kill this shit so nervously. Bitch. We got to hear that first verse one more time. One more time. Run it back one more time, baby. Come on. Work it up. Sit down, bitch, while you wanna talk shit. Leave it up to me, I will never ever switch. Game got broke, I'll be looking like a glitch. Get my bread right, I'll be clean like the Grinch. Living on my crucifix, I got a bitch bewitched. I'm directing how I'm feeling, they be mad cause I'm rich internally. Don't you try to act like you ain't never even heard of me. I do this shit with urgency, nigga. How could you believe that you could ever come and murder me? A Schwetzel off the cuff and ain't the thing that you deserve from me. I'm moving with the certainty, so fucking it ain't hurting me. I'll pin my picture perfectly from now until eternity. Kicking shit just like a university. I'ma give out everything I want and it's deservedly upgraded. I'ma bring my head and break commercially. You won't die eventually, I'll live so eternally. Alright, turn the speaker off and get this shit up out the way. Alright, let's get straight into this bitch. You already know what this is. Welcome back to the communication station. It is your boy Schwetzel in the building. Looks like we got some breaking up shit going on. Let me close out a couple tabs here and just make sure that we good. I'm gonna check the YouTube, make sure we ain't cutting up, nothing like that. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of Gmail for now. I know how to run all that shit back. All right, let's just make sure we ain't breaking out because I'm still seeing like some stuttering on my screen and shit. I just want to make sure. Hello, what we doing? Hello, what we doing? What we doing? Hello, what we doing? What we doing? Okay. It seems like we good. What we doing? Okay. It seems like we good. What we doing? Okay. It seems like we good. Jesus H. Christ. I'm getting all kinds of feedback. Okay, it looked like we good though. I didn't see nothing cutting out or nothing like that. So now we actually have some time to actually get into this shit. So today I don't know how long this video is gonna be. Actually, I need to rise up too. I need to rise up as well. I don't like all that sitting extra low shit whenever I'm on camera. I'll be oh damn son, I got that shit all the fuck over me.
But yeah, I don't like all that sitting real low shit whenever I'm not like recording music. I gotta sit low for the microphone, and that's about it. When I'm on camera, I like to sit a little bit higher. But anyways, welcome back to the communication station. You in this bitch with your host Schwetzel in this bitch. And today we're gonna talk about how your goals is gonna directly relate to what challenges that you're gonna face in your life, in your circumstances, situation, however, whatever framework you want to put it into. You know what I'm saying? When you have a certain goal in mind, or you're building towards something, it's always going to be a situation where whatever that is going to give you certain challenges within that framework, or whatever it is that you're trying to build towards. You get what I'm saying? You're going to face challenges related to that. So with that being said, we'll give some examples and things like that. Like I said, I don't know how long this video is going to be. This is just something that I thought about and wrote down, something that I had observed from my own life and my own circumstances and situations. You get what I'm saying? So for example, how we can show you that your goals is going to directly relate to what challenges you have in life. We'll go ahead and give an example for like the creatives and the artists and stuff like that. Now, say for example, one of your biggest goals is for you to be able to monetize your creative endeavor and make it a situation where you getting paid off of whatever it is that you passionately and creatively into, right? Let's say that's like one of your main goals. You get what I'm saying? Now, life is going to put you in a situation where you have to prove to yourself that you can do it without money. You get what I'm saying? Like if that's one of your biggest goals, and that's like one of the biggest things that you working towards, life is going to put you in situations where you're going to have to make shit shake without money. You get what I'm saying? You're going to be in positions where you're going to have to figure out how to create your art with very minimal tools and very minimal equipment and shit like that. Now, don't get it fucked up. This section of your life does not last forever, and these challenges, as long as you continue to grow and evolve, you're going to move past these sections where you have very little money to work with, and you have very little equipment to work with. So for example, if you're a person who like to draw or paint or something like that, you might be in a situation for a minute where you can't even afford a fucking notebook piece of paper to draw with, or you can't even afford a fucking graphite pencil for you to be able to draw with, or you can't afford your paint, or you can't afford your canvases at the moment. You get what I'm saying? But the more that you ignore, and I don't want to necessarily say ignore, because that implies a level of dodging responsibility or not having discipline when it comes to certain things. I'll more so say the more that you don't get discouraged by you not being able to have money at this current moment in time and stuff like that. Like there's more pressing matters, like your money has to be put into bills, and you only, like, if you work a job while you trying to do your creative endeavors, you might only get paid a certain amount that only take care of your food, your housing, your bills, and your transportation, and you don't have any other disposable income for anything else. You get what I'm saying? Like you're only able to keep up with your basic needs as a human being, and you can't really you don't really have the financial freedom to be able to do anything else, right? Now, the more that you get yourself in a position where you just don't get discouraged by not having the money to be able to invest into what it is you're trying to do, the more that you will grow yourself into newer positions where you actually are going to be able to afford the canvas, and you are going to be able to afford the paint, and you are going to be able to afford the, for my situation, you are going to be able to afford the microphone, you are going to be able to afford the computer, or you'll get it somehow. You get what I'm saying? Even if you don't like directly have to pay for it, it might be a situation where somebody just see you doing you and fuck with you to the degree that damn, they just going to support you and what you got going on. You get what I'm saying? Now, that's not the case for everybody, and don't put yourself in a position where you're like, oh, well, Schwetzy said this, so now I'm gonna just sit around and wait for a handout. Like, no, don't be in that type of situation. What I'm talking about is still making shit shake without money for this specific example. You get what I'm saying? So if you are in that position where you are, and look, the money tip might not even be your biggest goal. The money tip might just be like a section of your goal. You get what I'm saying? So let's say that your goals are something that is beyond money, but what you're building, a high level of revenue come with it, and a high level of skill needs to come with it as well. You get what I'm saying? So if you're developing something that's beyond money and you're like trying to do like through your creative endeavors and your passions and your motivations, you are looking to build some type of like community type of aspect, or you're looking to build just something that's bigger than just having money. You get what I'm saying? Like something beyond that, something bigger than that. Like I said, what you're building is so big, it still has to be contained within certain realms of realities, and you have to implement certain levels of strategy, and you have to implement certain percentage levels of different things from life and different sectors of life that you have to grow through to be able to actually reach that end goal. You get what I'm saying? So if it deals with monetary value to a certain degree, you're going to experience some money troubles. So like I said, when you're experiencing these money troubles, put yourself in a situation where you learn how to make shit shake without no money. AKA you might take a piece of fucking tree bark off of a tree and draw on it, or you might take a piece of, you know what I'm saying? You might like find some fucking coal on the side of the train station and turn that into charcoal somehow, or you might even burn some sticks and wood and make that into charcoal, and just utilize that on a piece of paper or some shit for your drawing means and your artistic expression. You get what I'm saying? Now, whenever you first start out on this shit, it might look real janky. It might look real fucked up. It might look real unprofessional and very unpolished and shit like that. But don't worry about that when you're in the beginning sectors of working on building something. Like I said, all these things are for you to grow through, so you know how to handle certain situations when you start to grow and elevate more. You get what I'm saying? Just do it. You get what I'm saying? No matter what is going on, and no matter what challenges you face, just continue to make sure that you doing what it is that you truly want to do, and what you know it is that you're supposed to be doing, aka what you came here for, what your purpose is, and what your path is leading you toward. My good friend Dave B just said something to me the other day that really kind of stuck with me. You get what I'm saying? He said, God gave you that vision specifically. God gave you that goal specifically. You've seen yourself there. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give that to no one else. He gave it to you specifically. So you have to learn how to correlate yourself and operate that to the best of your ability. That way you can actually see whatever that vision is, and whatever that goal is, you can actually see it in reality. You get what I'm saying? You got to actually be able to see it through from the ground up, from the stepping stones all the way until you get your castle built. You get what I'm saying? You gotta implement a level of not giving a fuck, and a level of, I'm just gonna do this no matter what. You get what I'm saying? And the more and more that you do that with the broke ass tools that you have, with the pencil that you've used so much that it's only this long now, that you've sharpened over and over again, and it's only this long, with the canvas that you might the one canvas that you, every time you paint something new, you paint over it with black paint and do a whole new painting, or you paint over it with white paint and do a whole new painting on one canvas. All of a sudden you got one canvas that is being reutilized 117,000 times for different pieces. You get what I'm saying? Now eventually, the more and more that you do that, also with the level of understanding that we do live in reality, understanding that you do have money to make and you do have responsibilities to take care of. You might need to work a 9-to-5 job depending on your situation. I can't speak for everybody. I don't know what everyone has going on. You get what I'm saying? But the more and more you use those broke ass tools, the more and more you're going to be able to be in situations where you're going to actually be able to afford more for yourself, or you're going to be able to get and gravitate more for yourself. The more that you don't give a fuck about having the money and give a fuck about having the equipment and having all this and that, the more that it's just going to come to you naturally, and you'll be able to attract and accumulate and actually keep whatever it is that you need to make your artistic expression expand and grow at the rate that you want it to, and grow and expand at the rate that you are actually growing and expanding at. You get what I'm saying? So your art and your creative expression consistently elevates and grows and changes and gets better over time. The production quality gets better. The content that you're creating pertaining to your creative ventures gets better, and you just continue to develop and upgrade yourself. You get what I'm saying? Now that's just one example based upon like monetary value and shit like that, because that be seeming like that's what majority of the world put the highest level of importance on, is having some money or some shit like that. And a lot of people feel like they can't do something without having money or equipment, or you get what I'm saying? But like I've told people, bro, there's people who have created businesses off of taking fucking shiny trash objects and turning them into jewelry. There's people who make businesses off of making duct tape wallets. There's people who make businesses and actually generate money off of making purses and wallets out of Kool-Aid jammer packets. That's what the females in my school used to do. Like a creative female or some shit like that, she would take a whole bunch of Kool-Aid jammer packets and she would like sew them together somehow and make like purses and pocketbooks and sell them shits. You get what I'm saying? Now, that might have been how it started out. You're literally repurposing trash. You get what I'm saying? But at a certain point, who knows where that person is now in life? You get what I'm saying? But I can only speak on my experience. I don't know if she was even in a position to allow herself to develop further beyond the Kool-Aid jammer packets. You know what I'm saying? But for me personally, I started out with the shittiest of shitty equipment. I started out really with no equipment, just freestyling off of fucking YouTube beats and shit like that, just in my room or around friends and stuff like that, or around the campfire, or riding down the road a cappella with no music in the background and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it started off for me. Eventually it developed to the point where, and now I figured out some systems. I figured out how to work GarageBand. I figured out how to work BandLab, and I started doing shit on my cell phone. You get what I'm saying? But when I first started out, it was a shitty ass cracked $50 phone from Walmart that literally couldn't keep up with hardly anything. You get what I'm saying? The fucking shit would crash all the time and everything. And on top of that, I was using these same headphones that I still have. They're good headphones, but the microphone quality ain't quite as good as the microphone quality that I have now, because now I actually have a legitimate microphone. You get what I'm saying? So I upgraded and upgraded over time. You get what I'm saying? Started out with nothing, absolutely nothing, and this went through a couple of different phases. You get what I'm saying? Because whenever I was younger, I wasn't quite sure exactly what I wanted to do. You get what I'm saying? So now that I really, really know what I want to do, like it's increasing in pace. You get what I'm saying? And it's not like I'm in desperation mode or in survival mode and trying to like force it to be all fast and stuff like that. No, it's just naturally has became that way over time due to me being very patient with myself, being very rock steady, and being very consistent with what it is that I'm doing and where I'm headed and what I'm trying to build for myself. You get what I'm saying? When I first started, I wasn't very sure. You get what I'm saying? But the more and more that I interact with what it is that I'm doing in the current moment, the future goal becomes more and more clear to me. You get what I'm saying? So now these goals do shift a little bit over time. The more that your perspective changes and the more that your values and your morality and shit like that change, because as you grow, things shift a little bit. Your belief systems change up, your values change up, things like this. You get what I'm saying? So what you put a level of importance on might not fall into the plan of the goal that you had in mind. You get what I'm saying? So as you grow and develop, your goals need to also grow and develop. You get what I'm saying? Like they always say, new levels, new devils. So the more that your perspective shifts and your value systems and your belief systems shift, the more that your goals also need to shift to account for the growth that you have made and the personal development that you have made as an individual. You get what I'm saying? So your goals got to shift as well. But whenever your goals shift due to you keeping up with your pacing and your rate of growth and how you've developed as an individual, when these goals shift, that also means that your challenges are going to shift. You get what I'm saying? Now you're going to experience new levels, new devils, new challenges for you to face, new turmoil for you to go through, new, you know what I'm saying? And I don't necessarily mean turmoil in a negative means. If you anything like me, shit, your life is fucking peachy keen at this point. You don't really have to worry about too much. You get what I'm saying? As far as like violent circumstances or like heartbreak or like any type of ignorant shit like that. You get what I'm saying? Most of that stuff is like out the window. You don't really have to worry about that. I more so mean like turmoil as far as like minor frustrations and like annoyances and shit not working properly, and like working how to figure out certain systems and certain means and certain, you get what I'm saying? And it just shit like that. It would just be more so of like minor frustrations and annoyances and little hurdles that you got to get over. You get what I'm saying? It's not necessarily going to be a situation where, yeah, shit is so intense. At least not for me. Like I lower the level of intensity that I experience with a lot of like extremely catastrophic or chaotic things. You get what I'm saying? Like my life was built on chaos. So I know how that shit go. You get what I'm saying? But for the most part now, my life, I wouldn't say mundane, because it ain't even that at all. You get what I'm saying? It's just more so like the challenges that I face now are more enjoyable. It's not something that is like hard in that type of way. You get what I'm saying? And that's not to say that I'm the type of person who shies away from shit that is hard or something like that. Like, no, I'm a person who very much likes change. I'm a person who very much likes challenges, difficulties, opposition and shit like that, just so I can prove to myself who I really am. You get what I'm saying? Because there were a lot of times when earlier in my life, previously, before I had faced certain challenges, that I didn't really know who I was in a lot of aspects, because I had not done the personal levels of accountability and the personal levels of growth that it took for me to face certain challenges, for me to recognize who I am through those challenges. You get what I'm saying? I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. You get what I'm saying? But that's essentially the main point of the video. The more that you grow and expand, your challenges are going to change. But the thing to take into consideration is what goal you have in mind is going to help you see what challenges you have ahead of you. You get what I'm saying? Rather than being all willy-nilly with it and being in a situation where you are only catching these things as they get to you. You get what I'm saying? Or you're realizing that challenge was an opportunity for growth for you to reach your goal quicker after the fact, that it passes you by. You get what I'm saying? So now you in a situation where you looking back at it months to weeks to months later, and you realizing, oh damn, that was that moment right there. That was that challenge that reflects this goal that I have in mind. I needed to grow through that to be able to get to this quicker. But I put myself in a position where I wasn't learning what life was trying to tell me by this challenge right here, and I couldn't see that it was actually an opportunity for me to be able to grow as a person and get closer to my goals. Instead, I furthered myself from my goals and knocked myself off my path because I was being ignorant, and I seen that challenge and opposition as something negative and harmful rather than being something helpful that's trying to uh be like a catalyst for my growth, for me to reach these goals quicker and move more move more efficiently in these spaces when I actually reach them. You get what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. Because this is the thing about it. You can be an ignorant person all day, and you can ignore all these challenges and oppositions, and you can view them as negative, and you can actually allow them to stunt your growth rather than expand upon your growth. You get what I'm saying? You can allow them to stunt your growth. So you might be in a situation where you still actually get to the end goal that you was working towards, but the problem is you're not able to sustain it or maintain it or even move through that area in space with any type of efficiency or fluidity or anything that's beneficial for you, aka you will lose it very quickly. Even if you do, say your goal is $1 million, you're working towards $1 million, you're ignoring all the challenges that you get that is teaching you like financial literacy and what to actually do with your money and shit like that, and how to like sustain having $1 million in your bank account. You get what I'm saying? So when you actually get to that $1 million in your bank account, now all of a sudden you want to buy really expensive cars, and now all of a sudden you want to buy really expensive houses, and you want to buy a bunch of liabilities that just make your lifestyle look good and make it look pretty to the outside. But meanwhile, you're not able to actually keep the $1 million. You get what I'm saying? Now you're in a situation where you don't know, you ignored all the challenges and opportunities you have for growth along the way. So now you're in a situation when you do actually get the $1,000,000, now you're fucked up and you can't keep it. And you don't know any level of financial literacy to actually be able to expand upon the $1,000,000 and put it into some type of investment portfolio so that your $1,000,000 becomes two, then 10, then two, then five, then seven, then 10, then 20 million, 30 million. You get what I'm saying? You in a situation where you reach your peak at $1,000,000, and then after that, it's just you buy a bunch of shiny objects and material items that look good to everyone else, and you thinking, I pull up in this nice whip, I'm gonna get the nice bitch. I pull up in the fucking condo by the lake and shit like that. I'm gonna get a bitch to give me face and shit like that. Like, no, you ignored your challenges. So you could be in a situation where shit, you dress like a bum and get any woman that you want because you're a billionaire, but you ignored all those challenges that were along the stepping stones in the process. So now you get to that goal, but you don't ever get to keep it. You don't ever get to maintain it or sustain it. You get what I'm saying? You're not in a position where you're able to actually uphold it. And now me personally, I don't give a fuck about upholding shit. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, no, I do want a certain level of lavishness. I do want a certain level of luxury in my life. So on these stepping stones and the goals that I have in mind, I want to put myself in positions where I go through the adversity and I go through the opposition and I go through those challenges and I actually use them to boost my growth and my level of intelligence as an individual. That way, when I get to these positions where I actually do have what I already have internally, you get what I'm saying? And it's reflected externally. I'm able to sustain myself in those spaces. I'm able to maintain externally whatever it is, and I'm able to maintain myself in that space internally. That way I can continue to expand on it. And then the life that I have that looked good to me, if it also looked good to other individuals, now I can put you on game. And I actually have the fundage and the intelligence, the intellect, the way of expressing myself properly, and the shit in my life to actually show you what works and be able to put you on game so that you can also reach that space and be able to sustain it and maintain it, not just be a person who's ignorant and willy-nilly and you fucking lose everything that you gain. You get what I'm saying? Now, this is the thing about it. I'm the brokest motherfucker that you can imagine right now. You look at my bank account, 64 cents on one account. You look at my other bank account, I'm pretty sure I got 25 cents in the other one. I'm the brokest motherfucker that you can imagine right now. But that does not determine my level of intelligence. That does not determine my level of understanding what's going on in life at the moment. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people will come across this video and they will probably say, I have no idea what I'm talking about. But the proof is in the pudding. Look where I came from to where I am now. You get what I'm saying? And on top of that, I know where I'm headed. I already know where I'm at internally. I know where I'm going. You get what I'm saying? So you can call me whatever. You can say this and that. And this is the thing about it. I have people, I deal with people a lot. You get what I'm saying? I deal with people a lot. No one in life understands me except for the individuals that I've like truly connected with, and like y'all know who y'all are on that tip. You get what I'm saying? Like y'all know who y'all are, the people who can actually understand me. But the common people on earth is always going to be viewing shit from a limited mindset. So most people that click on this video, even if you even make it this far, you gonna think I have no idea what I'm talking about. And the fact that I'm living in the house that I'm living in at the moment, my camera quality isn't the best at the moment. I'm literally broke as fuck, like literally broke as fuck. Like you would see that as all the proof you need to say that I'm an ain't shit individual. And on top of that, I'm probably stupid or delusional in my mind, and I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. But this is the thing about it, bro. You're wrong. Like that's all I can tell you. You're wrong. I can be broke. I can be whatever the fuck I am at the moment, but I know where I'm headed and I know what I'm building for myself. You get what I'm saying? And on top of that, I still feel rich. I don't need money to be happy. I don't need to look flashy. I don't need money to get a girl. I don't need money to, like, my energy alone is enough. Like I can be myself fully and unapologetically with absolutely no issues. You get what I'm saying? And this is the thing about it. In most circumstances and situations, you can't. So you have to consider that I know something that you don't know. You get what I'm saying? And now that doesn't imply that I'm fucking smarter than anyone. That doesn't imply that I'm doing something right and y'all are doing something wrong. No, I'm just showing you what works for me. And I'm utilizing these videos and these live streams and the shit that I be doing, even the songs with the way that I be doing my verbiage and my wordplay and my linguistics in the songs. Like, y'all don't even know what the fuck I be meaning. You hear my shit, you probably think I'm on like some mainstream shit or something like that. Y'all have no idea what I be meaning. Like, this is all a personal documentary. This is for me to reflect back on when I actually do get to those end goals that I have in mind, and they're very, very big. I don't even want to talk about them. They're very, very, very big. You get what I'm saying? So when I do get to those end goals in physicality, it's going to be something that I can look back on and reflect on for myself and my own soul. But on top of that, anybody who is in a position where they're coming from nothing and trying to create something out of nothing and then go back to nothingness, you get what I'm saying? And not in the aspect of losing everything, going back to nothingness in the aspect of spirit. You get what I'm saying? This is for y'all as well. You get what I'm saying? That, like, this is for y'all as well. This is for all the people who feel like they alone and or felt like they couldn't make something of themselves, and all the people that always had somebody in their ear telling them that no, you can't do it this way, you can't do it this way, you can't do it that way. Like, why do you believe in this so much? Why are you so convicted in this? Like, this is ignorant, this is stupid, you don't know what you're talking about. This is for all of y'all. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, most importantly is for me, but I also want to help the world. Like, this is for y'all as well. So y'all just stay tuned for what's to come. You get what I'm saying? And plus, you can look back on my older videos. I've already grown exponentially in the past year. I'm damn near unrecognizable. And plus, on top of that, in the last year, I fucking have grown all my hair back out. Like when I started this shit, I was back on like some bald shit damn near. You get what I'm saying? So now I've grown all my hair back out. I went through my metamorphosis again. I broke up out them chains that I was in. So you can see already just by default from my energy, the way that I express myself now, the way that I carry myself now, that I'm not in any version of a limitation. I get to actually be free and be who the fuck I am. You get what I'm saying? And that's very hard for a lot of individuals. You know what I'm saying? So just peep game of that growth in and of itself is admirable by itself. You get what I'm saying? But on top of that, we still building on to better things. You get what I'm saying? There's more to come. It's not just like, we don't just stop here. We don't stifle ourselves in any situations. We don't get satisfied or comfortable with anything. I'm always looking for the next change that I can go through. Like, that's why I be talking about death so much. Like the transformation, the change is such a beautiful thing to me, even though a lot of quote unquote negative shit has to happen and a lot of shit has to die off and like get burnt off of you. You get what I'm saying? And you might have to lose people, fall out with people, all types of shit like that. I want to tell y'all something. There's one thing in life that I love more than anything, and that is change, bro. Like, I cannot stand it when shit is the same. I cannot stand it when shit is the same, bro. Like, genuinely. So with that type of shit in mind and that type of mindset on me and that type of like enjoying adversity and enjoying the hard shit and enjoying the change and the opposition, that shit is gonna make me catch success like a flu, like a cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit is attractive to money and success. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm hungry, bitch. Like, you don't understand the shit. Like, if you cannot relate to any of those type of concepts, bro, like, you would never understand, and you would never be able to build something for yourself, because you would never even be able to commit yourself to something long enough for you to actually receive any residuals off of it or receive any fruits of your labor or benefit off of anything. Like, it's very simple, bro. And like, I've been working on my expression so much to the point where like, I don't want to make y'all feel bad about yourselves, and I don't want to make y'all feel down about yourselves in any aspect, or like make you feel inadequate or anything like that. Cause like, trust me, I've been very hard on myself for majority of my life. Like, I know how it get, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to make y'all feel like that. I really want to empower everyone and get everyone to just realize, like, you really have the power to do whatever it is you want. You get what I'm saying? Like, even if money might be an issue to a certain degree, just start acting on what you're trying to do. Start taking the small steps that you know that you can make, and that will open up opportunities for the bigger things to come into your life. Like, you have to make yourself attractive to a certain degree. You have to make like you have to make these things want to be around you. You get what, like, that's what I'm starting to understand about life, bro. Like, you have to put yourself in a position where you're so attractive to the shit that you are trying to attract that it wants to be around you. And that, like, once again, a lot of people will watch this video and what I just said will completely go over your head, and you will say I make no sense and I have no idea what I'm talking about. Because, like, literally what I'm talking about right now is inanimate objects, a microphone, a computer to have, a good cell phone with a good camera quality to have, a good camera with a good camera quality to have, a good nice keyboard, a good not, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about inanimate objects, money, fucking even connections with certain people. You get what I'm saying? Like, you have to make yourself attractive to these things. Like, you have to make these things want to be around you. You get what I'm saying? Like, that that make, like I said, that's not gonna make a lot of sense to most people, but like, that's the reason I even have this right now. Like, that's the reason I'm even able to. I've had this microphone for like a year now, like a year and some months now. You get what I'm saying? That's the reason why the microphone even want to be around me for that long, because I take care of the microphone. I take care of my computer. I take care of my keyboard. I take care of all the shit that I have. I maintain it, and I make sure I take care of myself too, so that I'm actually a person who is enjoyable to be around for these objects, the energy that is contained within these objects. I make myself attractive to them. Same thing with success, same thing with connections, same thing with money, same thing with traveling, cars, whips, bitches, whatever the fuck it is. What like I said, I don't know how y'all's goals align. I don't know how y'all view things. I don't know how y'all correlate yourself to things. You get what I'm saying? Like, some of that shit that I just listed ain't really in the plan for me specifically. You get what I'm saying? But for some of y'all, it might be. But that's the position you got to put yourself in. So no matter the challenges that you face, no matter what it looks like in reality, no matter how many people you have in your ear telling you that you ain't shit and you ain't never gonna be shit, understand. Just put yourself in a position where you make yourself more attractive to the things that you are working on accumulating, and I promise you they will come to you. I promise you. Like, that is the reason why I even have any of the shit that I have at the moment, because in the past I was not attractive to these things. There would be situations where shit would come to me and I would lose it and it would go away from me fast, for the simple fact that I was able to get it but I wasn't able to keep it. I was attractive enough to be able to generate that into my reality, but I wasn't attractive enough to actually be able to keep it and maintain myself in that space and maintain those material items. You get what I'm saying? So that they enjoy to be around me. Why would a microphone? That's just like, it's just like a person. You get what I'm saying? Why would any person want to be around you if you treating them like shit, right? Why would the microphone want to be around me if I'm not taking care of it? Why would the microphone want to be around me if I'm not using it every day? Why would the microphone want to be around me if I'm not giving it a level of care and a level of importance and speaking life into it to a certain degree? Why would the microphone want to be around me if I'm not cleaning it up and making sure it's tidy and making sure the cords aren't all tangled up and everything is of one accord? You get what I'm like, bro? That, like, this is how life works. Most people will fucking think this is retardation. Like, genuinely, most people will think this is retardation, but this is how life works on every single level. I'm just not developed as a human being as an individual enough to the point where I get the shit that y'all think is important, as far as having all type of money coming in all the time, as far as doing a different show and going on tour every day of the year and shit like that. Like that, I'm not there yet. You get what I'm saying? But I'm working on it and I'm getting there. You get what I'm saying? So you can't, like, and this is the thing, you should just be ignoring everyone else's opinions anyways, bro. Like, if you are truly on something and you really believe in it, bro, just keep working, bro, and keep making yourself better. Eventually you're going to get to the point where, the information will start to come to you. The equipment that you need will start to come to you. And if money is in the goals, make yourself a better person and make yourself attractive to money. That way money wants to be around you, and all of a sudden you're going to start to figure out different systems of actually generating revenue, even if it's not strictly through your creative process. Initially, you get what I'm saying? You might have to do like some other things on the side for a minute, but you going to figure out ways to make money and generate revenue. And you also going to figure out easier ways to do things. Like, and that's not to imply shortcuts, because ain't no shortcuts ever took over here. But still, you're going to figure out easier ways to do things. And money is just one example. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just using that as an example because money is like my biggest issue right now. And I'm working my way out of that challenge. You get what I'm saying? Because like I was already in a position where I figured out how to make shit shake to the fullest degree without money at all. You get what I'm saying? And then I started getting a lot of money and I wasn't able to keep it simply for the fact that I wasn't putting that money in the right places. You get what I'm saying? So I lost all my ways of making money. You get what I'm saying? And now I'm back in that cycle where I'm having to make shit shake without money again. You get what I'm saying? And I'm learning a new level to that. You get what I'm saying? And the more that I'm learning a new level to that, now I'm starting to see more ways of actually generating revenue starting to open up to me. You get what I'm saying? So like I'm on the cusp of jumping into a new space in that aspect. I'm just learning I'm just going through that alchemy transmutation process of understanding that cycle again. You get what I'm saying? And moving on to the next shift. That way on the next shift, when that comes, now I'm accountable and responsible and more developed as a person to the point where my money is being put in the right places and I'm actually able to multiply my money and keep it instead of being in a situation where I buy ignorant things and I'm way too like frivolous with my money and just use it for retardation and comfortability. You get what I'm saying? So I'm learning that cycle over again. Because obviously I made some mistakes. So that's what I'm working out at the moment type shit. You get what I'm saying? But that's essentially the gist for this video. I just wanted y'all to know that your goals are going to directly relate to the challenges that you face in your life. You get what I'm saying? It's going to directly relate to the challenges you face in your life. So keep that in consideration. If you are a person who implements a level of strategy in their life and a level of observation and a level of planning to a certain degree, you get what I'm saying? Whatever your goals are, and when you see these goals shift, just put yourself in the mind state of like looking to the future and seeing what challenges may appear in correlation to these goals that you do have. You get what I'm saying? That way you can be more kind of ready for them. Because this is the thing about it too. Like, you don't have to do this. You can be in a situation where you just allow these things to come to you and you attack them and get on them when they present themselves. You get what I'm saying? But for certain individuals who like aren't able to be very present moment to moment and actually be able to observe reality in a like true form, in a true way, you get what I'm saying? You might have to actually implement a level of future type planning and actually be able to see these things in the future tense. That way, when they do present themselves to you, you're not getting caught up in how negative it appear at the moment. You get what I'm saying? So you get what I'm saying? Just implement a level of strategy and observation in your life and you'll be all right. You get what I'm saying? Regardless of how it appeared. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just trust yourself and your path. If you're on your path, certain shit is going to show up that is going to challenge you. You get what I'm saying? Like it's going to challenge you to a certain degree. Now, you could be an ignorant person and strictly do things the way that society says that that you should and stuff like that, and the challenges that you gonna face are gonna be completely different. Get what I'm saying? You can work your little occupation for the rest of your life and be cool with that. The challenges that you are gonna face are gonna be different. It might actually be like some more harsher shit. Like, you might actually like go to jail. You might actually be in a situation where you get beat up by somebody or robbed by somebody, or you might actually be in a situation where like a girlfriend of yours try to frame you and say that you was beating on her or some shit like that and get you like it might be like those type of intense, like chaotic, catastrophic type of challenges that you will face. A person who is like attracting success and like really building something great and like really working on helping humanity and like thinking outside of the box and being like innovative and unique and creative and shit like that, the challenges that you're gonna face isn't gonna be a whole bunch of heartbreaking and catastrophic shit. It's just gonna be shit that is related to whatever those goals that you have in mind is. Like you're gonna have challenges with the systems you learning and challenges with your money and your finances, and you get what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. Keep that shit in mind. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna go to sleep. I've been up all night recording music and shit like that. If anybody liked that song from the beginning jump, that's one of my favorite ones I've made so far. Anybody like that shit though, drop a comment below and let me know if you like it, and I'll rush with the upload. I'll get that shit out to y'all as soon as I can. I also have another song in the tuck that's about to drop as well. Actually, for real, I got a whole album in the tuck, but y'all don't need to know about that yet. I'm finishing up this Dissociation Station album first, and then I'm gonna start dropping shit from the new album. But I'm gonna space it out a little bit differently. I'm gonna start implementing a different level of strategy with the music and the albums and shit like that. I'm not just gonna upload everything one at a time as singles anymore. I'm gonna start holding on to like full album finished projects and just sit back and create a bunch of artwork for it and promote it for a few weeks and then drop it on a certain date type shit. You get what I'm saying? So that I'm gonna start doing things a little bit differently in that aspect. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Like I said, drop a like and a comment below if you're fucking with that track from the beginning. Let me know what y'all think about that shit. But anyways, y'all take it easy. I'll holler at y'all. I don't know. Tomorrow we might do another live stream for real. I've got a bunch of shit wrote down in my notes. I just know that there's a lot of shit that I got on my plate that I need to do and like finish to completion at this moment. Everything's about completion this year. Fucking 2025. Shout out to 9. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, y'all take it easy. I'm gonna get some rest, fucking drink some water, and just chill for a little bit. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.